Peace and love, y'all. Today I'm going to talk about how your vibration, your frequency is so important, and how you talk to yourself is so important. So, for example, peace and love, y'all. I haven't said that, but yeah, it's been a long time since I've been in the car with this, but I'm excited for this topic. That's why I'm like just diving in head first. But this is really important. For any reality you want to have, you have to vibrate at a certain frequency of that reality that you want to have. And you have to believe in yourself. Literally, if you don't believe in yourself, the universe is going to be able to read that. And even if it's like 1%, 0.5%, the universe is going to read that, and then in effect it's going to reflect in your 3D reality, and you're going to feel like you're stuck. Okay. But you know what? There's no such thing as being stuck. It's always about learning, and that is what life is about. But ultimately, it doesn't really matter how hard you work. It's about the frequency you vibrate at. You have to believe in yourself, so that work you're doing is not for nothing. If you align yourself to a reality that you want and you believe in yourself 1,000%, while you take that action where you put energy into that intention, literally where energy flows, where intention goes, energy flows. Okay, where intention goes, energy flows. But that phrase has no meaning if you don't align yourself and believe in yourself 1,000% in what you're doing. So that's why it's so important to realize who you are, figure out what you are passionate about, and when you're passionate about something, you're going to have fun doing it. So that's why it's so important. The gifts that you have when you came down here, look internally to figure out those gifts. You have to be aligned with those things in order for it to work out. Okay? And you have to believe in yourself for these things to work out. So if it's not meant for you, that means you have some type of doubt within your head, and you are prohibiting yourself from getting to that highest timeline and to that vision, regardless of how much energy you put into it. The energy is like hitting a wall, because that wall is doubt, that little bit of doubt in the back of your brain. You cannot have doubt, or you're going to prohibit that timeline from happening quicker, and just prolonging the process. You have to believe in yourself. Literally, it's all about the vibration you're vibrating on. If you're not vibrating or aligned, literally, to be aligned is to vibrate on that highest frequency that you have envisioned for yourself, to be able to have this in your 3D reality. Literally, it's not about being nice. It's about aligning yourself with your highest timeline, with what you're passionate about, and what will serve you the best in this lifetime. We're always evolving. We're always consistently trying to figure out things, but there's nothing to figure out. If you believe in yourself, if you're passionate about this thing, that you know that this is something that could be bigger than you could even imagine, and you believe in yourself in that, then it's going to come into your 3D reality. That's why affirmations are so important, and the power of applying the knowledge that I'm giving you is more important than just knowing it. You have to apply these things so you can alter your vibration, so you can have this reflection and effect into your 3D reality. And that's why it's all about what vibration you're vibrating on, and also based on that vibration, it will align you to your highest frequency and your highest timeline to be walking into that, and your 3D reality will reflect that. Literally, the universe is listening to whatever you say, whatever you feel, whatever you think. If you have any type of doubt, it's going to sense that, and it's going to reflect that in your reality, and you're going to have to learn that lesson. Okay, there's no such thing as being stuck. It's just lessons after lessons until you reprogram yourself to know that you control your own reality, because you are the main character of this. Okay, your frequency is so important. You have to align yourself within Work on yourself within so you can have true wealth, true abundance, and believe in that consistently so your reality can translate that, okay, into your 3D reality. I know this is making sense, okay? Doubt is a very low frequency. Never ever vibrate in that, okay? We are not all perfect, okay? And sometimes we do have some lessons that we have to learn before we can have our desired 3D reality, which is getting over that barrier, that block of any type of doubt that is blocking that energy flow, okay? You have to surrender and you have to believe in yourself. To align with your highest timeline, you have to vibrate at a certain frequency. And that is believing in yourself cold-heartedly. Regardless of what anyone else thinks, regardless of what anyone else says, regardless of how society is right now. What you think about yourself is all that matters, because that is the only thing that will alter your frequency, okay? Literally. You control what frequency you vibrate on. Anything you desire, you can have in this reality. You just have to act like you already have it by vibrating on that frequency like you already have it. And speaking those affirmations with belief in yourself that you already have it, okay? No doubt. So, align yourself by vibrating at the frequency that you want to align yourself in. Whether if it's getting a new car, whether if it's moving, whether if it's traveling, whether if it's, this and that. Believe that you already travel. Believe that you already have it coming. Time is just catching up. Moments are just catching up. Never ever tell yourself you always can. And never ever hope. No. Okay? Hope is just being humble. And humble is not being good to yourself. It's like belittling yourself and belittling your belief in your potential. Never ever belittle your potential, because you're prohibiting yourself from getting that 3D reality that you desire and altering your frequency for you to be able to get that 3D reality that you desire, okay? Everything is about energy. And when you vibrate at the right frequency, that's clarity. And that clarity will reflect in your 3D reality, okay? Peace and love, y'all. And always vibrate at a high frequency. And never forget how powerful you are. You are a creator, and act as such and believe that. And this knowledge, apply that. And that is the true power to a true alignment to your true 3D reality that you can have at any time. Okay? Peace, love, y'all. Always. I know this resonated, and I know you're going to have a great day. Be confident in who you are, okay? No one else will, unless you are. They're going to feel that. For sure. All right. Bye, y'all.